Eurobox presents Psychology and Mithraism, written by Mario Antonio Fera. Born in Messina, Mario Antonio Fera grew up in Calabria, in a family of medical professionals. Interested in natural sciences and medicine since childhood, he devoted himself to philosophy and ancient culture during adolescence. After completing his studies in classics, Fera found in psychology the bridge between his family tradition and personal vocation. During his university years in Chieti, he devoted himself to reading authors such as Freud and Jung, whose scientific perspectives he shared. While pursuing his academic studies, he simultaneously obtained a master's degree in criminology and forensic science, and then earned a bachelor in psychology. Psychology, as a science located between the empirical pragmatism of biomedical sciences and the intellectual evolution of philosophy, finds itself in the difficult position of unveiling the realities of the soul to humans in a world that lacks it. The author uses the methods of depth psychology and psychoanalysis to scientifically investigate the hidden meanings of a religion that has become extinct, so that in a world where everyone interprets dreams, the divine can also be interpreted. In a recent written interview, we asked the author what was the inspiration to write this book, and I'm happy to read his answer. My goal was to test my interpretive skills in the field of depth psychology. Reading Professor Jung's essays, I was struck by his extraordinary competence in observing the religious phenomenon from a psychological and scientific perspective. I was very impressed. So I decided to look for a theology that contained well-defined myths so that I could interpret them. The aim was to compare the physical material I had analyzed with Jung's theories. One day, when I walked into a bookstore in the city where I currently live, I found a book on Mithraism written in Italian scholar. I immediately understood that it was a job that I had to do. Mithraism was a very deep and intimate cult. It was worth examining this solar psychology. It was just serendipity, I think. My classical and philosophical background would have given me the necessary resources to understand such an ancient spirit. My scientific and psychological training would have allowed me not to get lost in the depths of its mystery. Psychology and Mithraism, written by Mario Antonio Fera, is now available in bookstores and digital platforms. It's a publication by Eurobox.